Hey you, welcome to Build the Damn Thing, a place where myself, Tiffany Largy, and our amazing Do the Damn Thing coaches show you how to use your story to build it all. Whether it's your first six figures, your next layer of multiple six figures, or maybe you're on your way to $1 million. And if it's not that, it's the life of your dreams, where you are free, you are strong, and you are whole. First, we're going to show you how to use your story to build a strong foundation. And then next, we're going to show you how to use your story in sales and marketing to clean up the cracks. And last but not least, we're going to show you how to use your story to gather people. Because the truth of the matter is that there's nothing stronger than being connected to people who just understand you as you are, where you are, so you can stop explaining yourself. I want to remind you that now that you're here, you are home, and I officially welcome you to our family. All right, let's get started. Listen to me when I tell you that I'm so excited about this. So we had part one. Listeners, stay with me. Part one with comedian E.L. Smith, and I promised a part two, and I'm going to deliver because I know for a fact that you might be in a place of one of the following. You know that you need to move from where you are, and you don't know how to go from your little pond to a bigger pond. That's first. Second, as you're thinking about you building a Do the Damn Thing life, you're like, holy mother of Johnson, how the hell do I make room for myself in an industry that doesn't even know I exist? But I know that if they just let me to the top of this thing, I would slay the game. Number three, you're looking at yourself and you're thinking, I've been doing my craft for so long. I've been an XYZ person, expert, licensed professional, practitioner for the last 15 years, but now I want to go and do this thing on my own, or I want to go and do something bigger. Or I want to do it in a different way. And you're like, Tiffany, I don't know. Is it too late for me? I need more resources and time. I don't want to start from nothing. Let me just say this. There is no better time for you to do it but now, today, right here. Second, I know for a fact that comedian E.L. Smith is going to school you and me, because trust me, I'm going to take notes. So you better go ahead and take out paper and pen, because you be playing all the games. Because truth be told, success leaves clues. And what I know is from going from West Palm Beach all the way to Hollywood and being in a space where today comedian E.L. Smith has a special, is a frequent in some of the best comedy, I was going to say comedy clubs in the country, but specifically Los Angeles, has commercials on the television that you have seen, and then more importantly gets paid not in $50, but in thousands of dollars every year for his craft. What I know is that if you're willing to entertain all of what he shares with you and all of what is possible, you'll see yourself 12 months from now at the doorstep, if not 2 feet into your dream. Now, let me go ahead. EO, tell me this. So you leave West Palm, you get to Los Angeles, and then you go what? There's no red carpet for you there, is there?
No, it's no red carpet. And this is part three, right?
This is part three.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because you said part two earlier.
Well, it's part two of this conversation.
Got it. Okay.
We had an earlier podcast where you and I talked about confidence.
We did. Okay.
Yes. But this is part two. So in the first part, you told us what it takes.
That is true, is what it takes. So I get there, and one of the first things I do is that I go and I find out where things are happening at.
Number one. Okay, so I'm going to break this down so that for the person who's taking notes, you can write this down. So he goes and are you asking around? Are you looking on the internet? What are you doing?
You're looking on the internet. You're looking mainly on the internet because things are just on the internet these days.
Everything's on the internet.
Everything's on the internet because you don't know it. I didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone to ask. So I'm looking on the internet. I'm looking on social media. I'm looking through my contacts, because over the years you build contacts and you find out who is now doing this, who is now there, who is now getting to the footsteps of where I want to be.
Yep.
So you're reaching out to those people like, hey, I'm here. Hey, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to see you. You find out what things are happening.
Okay, so number one, So number one, we begin asking questions and then we start a hunt.
Yeah, we start a hunt.
Number two, you start asking, where is the action happening?
Where's the action? So
I love this.
I know maybe two or three people who moved out there before me. So, I reach out to them, remind them who I am, shoot the shit for a little bit, and then ask them where are the spots, where are the mics.
I have a question for you. Hold on.
Go on.
And not to interrupt you, but
no, go for it.
You said that you reached out and you had some people in your contacts. Now, sometimes we have a lot of people in our contacts, but they're like from 10 years ago. Does it matter? Like, can we still reach out to that person?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. If 10, 20 years ago, people, you can still reach out. I mean, if you have them in your contact, you can reach out. Hey, I hope life is going good for you. Hey, it's me. Do you remember me? Or like, sometimes people are just excited just to see that you're still around. Life.
Life is life.
People are seasons.
Yes.
Life is seasons. When you meet someone, this is the season of summer. Then you might have the season of winter, and then 2-3 years go by, and you might have that same season. So what? I mean. So that's where I went. I spoke to a couple of people I know, but mainly I went to where I wanted to be.
Bingo. So let me ask you this. So when you say you went to where you wanted to be, so you're hunting through the internet, you went through your contacts, and you start kind of gathering your target list.
My target list, my hit list.
Your
yes.
Hit list. Okay, great. So in business, for me, when it comes to just making money, this is equal to me just creating a prospect list.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the list of things that I'm going to go and either focus on, talk to. So then you said something really important. You have this list, and even though this list hasn't materialized, you're like, I'm going to go to where the action's happening. So I'm assuming that you leave your home or wherever you're staying, and like you're saying you just went to the comedy clubs.
Yeah, I just went to the comedy club. So I will sign up, and it doesn't matter if I was doing comedy for 1 year or 20 years. No one knows who you are, right? No one knows who you are. So I go to the comedy club. I sign up for the open mic that they have there. I wait in line for the open mic. I don't get picked for the open mic.
And the key there is that you're just being present.
Just being present.
Being seen.
Being seen.
Being amongst what's happening.
Yeah. So I don't get picked. Of course, that doesn't stop. In this thing, as far as in life in general, you're just going to have a lot of you're not going to win. You're not going to hit the ball every time you go up the bat.
Right.
So it's just being seen. I went back the next week, same thing. Went back the third week, same thing. Went back the fourth week. This time I get picked. Because if you keep pushing in what you're trying to do, sooner or later, you're going to get an opportunity.
Consistency. That's what this man just said. Consistency.
You're going to get the opportunity.
So let me ask you this, because this sounds similar to I need to meet somebody. You ever heard someone be like, oh, I'm trying to get into a relationship, I'm trying to date somebody, but then they're at home all the time? Mm-hmm. It's like you almost in respect. I believe that if you're trying to do something, you can't do it. You have to leave your home.
Yeah.
And you just have to leave your home. And for me, I was just thinking as you were talking, I'm like, when I first started wanting to speak back in 2015, when I sold my company, I started going to conferences. And I lived in we lived on the East Coast, and it was nothing really happening over there. There was nothing. So I would get on a plane and go to other states where I heard conferences or events were happening. And honest to God, I really wasn't there for the content. I'd buy the $200-$300 ticket and just walk around the crowd and meet people at the bar.
Yeah.
Is it something similar like that, where you're just kind of I don't want to say use the word that you hopping around, you being passed around. I'm not trying to say that, but did you find yourself going to different comedy clubs during the week? And
yeah, definitely. So I will go to different ones, and I would meet people, and I would talk to people. But most importantly, I would just show face, and also, sign up for those opportunities. So when I sign up for those opportunities, and those opportunities come, you just it's opportunity it has nothing to do with luck. It's preparation meets opportunity. That's basically what it is. So you just be prepared. So when your chance comes, you just do what you have to do or do what you know you can do. So that's what I would do.
What are some of the things that you would do to be prepared? I just have to ask him real quick. I know he's going to go on to something else, and I want to know. I want to get it in for you.
One of some of the things I would just practice my craft.
Practice your craft.
Practice my craft. Comedy, they have things called open mics. Basically what that means is that anybody can do it. There's a list at a bar, at a club on a certain night. You sign the list and you get up, they give you 3 minutes and you just practice. And the thing about practice is you practice it everywhere. Mm-hmm. Whatever you're trying to do. You practice. A lot of people some people like to stay in a niche. I don't want to stay in a niche market, because I would just practice everywhere. So I would practice
everywhere all the time kind of a thing.
Yeah, everywhere all the time. Like at a bar, at the back of a restaurant, outside, everywhere you would just practice in front of different types of people, different types of crowds, and get used to people just ignoring you. Background noise.
Got background noise like we have here.
Yeah, background noise. The football game is playing behind you. People walking in the bar and like, wait a minute, I didn't know they were doing comedy.
Yeah. You're like, hey, you're welcome. There's a show. Sit down.
Yeah, and they're still gonna have their loud conversation over a couple of Bud Lights or something crazy like that. So you got to practice your craft. I would practice my craft everywhere.
So I want to just wrap this up because I wanted to keep this short and tight because the key here is that he dove in. He created an action plan.
I dove in, yes.
He used the internet wildly. He started going through his Rolodex, and then third, he started showing up wherever it was. And I shared with you, for me, that meant getting on a plane, going to where events were, and just meeting people. Here's the key. Whatever and wherever you are right now, what I know for sure is that if you're just willing to entertain the fact that you can 100%, and I'm trying to make sure we can get good audio, so sorry for
I definitely understand. Yeah.
Because we've yelled in the next studio, we have some action happening, and I want to make sure we wrap this up because this is so good. If you're willing to entertain, just getting started now. Create your list, get started, go out, go meet some people, but more importantly, I love that he said wherever the hell that you can get out and go practice your craft, go practice and practice it now, today.
Outside of your house.
Outside of your house.
Not in front of the bathroom mirror.
Not in front of the bathroom mirror. That's gone. No more bathroom mirror practicing. I agree. We're out the game on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so E.L. Smith, thank you so much.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for having me, man. I had an awesome, amazing time. Appreciate it.
You are amazing. I am grateful. Hope that episode was amazing for you and you are closer to building the damn thing. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts were, what part you loved, and the action that you're gonna go take, because the truth of the matter is that the person who wins is not the person who gets there first, it's the person who takes action first. Now, I've got a gift for you, and it is at www.strappedhustle.com. It is imperative that you run there and you see all types of goodies, starting with the 7 must-haves that you gotta put when telling your story. There is so much deliciousness awaiting for you. I would love nothing more than for you to go ahead and give us a thumbs up and a 5-star review on not just this episode, but this entire series of How Do You Build the Damn Thing. Like always, if there's anything that we can do to make your week, day, or month better, please let us know. And more importantly, I can't wait to see you live. Whether it's at Do the Damn Thing Live or in one of our communities, or maybe you're just hanging out with us on social media. What I know to be true is that I am meant to connect with you somewhere, and I can't wait for that day to happen. And more importantly, I can't wait to see what you build.